Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttle. I'll take care of Joker.
Shepard!
Liara, go. Now.
Aye, aye. Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm!
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest-looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently, she'd felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead. Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novarian, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Kaidan with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control, said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Ash was a good friend, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Kaidan. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. But Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Ash's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other, and it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reaper's return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
monitor. Something's wrong.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Steps pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and
This
armor.
pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
been...
Take the elevator down one floor. Hurry! Get to the door! Run! You're doing fine, Shep. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got men closing in on my position. Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Warning, hostile force using non-standard ammunition.
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old Ice Queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Coming! Shep, what the hell? Stand up! Get over here. What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
I know this isn't the
Fair
best-
enough. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were... Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit.
Engaging. Systems have engaged.
Just give the order, and I'll hit him with a biotic power. Come on over. That's it. They're falling back.
Impact imminent.
Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, anywhere else they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive...
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top... I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm usually a lot more dull than this. Normally, I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief mech... Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Log update. The Lazarus Project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
Hostile!
Excuse me.
Damn it. This thing is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Find us another route out of here. Preferably one that doesn't lead straight into an enemy squad.
Just keep moving toward the control room. Don't get pinned down. I'll see what I can do. Oh God, they found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Oh God, I'm hit! They shot...
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
How about we talk about this?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall. Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, hmm? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over
Bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead,
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... We're gonna overload the canisters to clear a path for the shuttles. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human...
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now, we have to work together. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything.
The Elusive Man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course.
It was
Nobody
a code
knows.
name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what they did or what you
You can
say.
tell it to the boss. But after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
They've seen us.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you are...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility.
I'm not sure I trust
This is
you.
the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs?
You're the Lazarus
That's right.
Project?
I put 2 years of my life into this project.
What does Cerberus want?
Maybe you should ask the elusive... He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously he
I've
has...
had enough of this station to last a
Or
life.
2, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you
The
were...
sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. You enlisted and led troops during some heavy fighting, most notably on Torfin. Do you remember taking on some Batarian slavers?
Most of my squad died in that fighting. They call me the Butcher of Torfin.
You got the job done. Satisfied,
Almost.
Miranda?
Let's try some... Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one
Gunnery
of your
Chief
squad-
Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows
There are
that-
other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough. The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Miranda Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colony? I brought you back.
The Asar, the sec, roughly 50 in the Geth, the Volus, the Han.
The Elusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
What can you tell me about this colony?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The Elusive Man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the Elusive Man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The Elusive Man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human
I'm not looking
being.
for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together
No,
in the Alliance?
the Elusive Man recognized my potential.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
Did you and Jacob serve
No,
together?
old enough to know this is what I wanted.
It's obvious you're
We've
not
got an
interested.
assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I'm glad the Elusive Man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong
Maybe.
people.
But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going
It's
to?
called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else.
You said you served in the
5
Alliance.
years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple
I've never
of years.
heard of the
It was an
Corsairs.
Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got... We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. But there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The Elusive Man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. And we've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my
We didn't
orders?
bring you back from the dead just to... If the Elusive Man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this investigation
At
will
other
turn out-
colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better. like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Sounds like Fenris mechs.
Strange. Security systems are disabled in some colonies.
I got it! On target!
Excuse me.
We're compromised.
Failing. Requesting assistance. Critical.
Roger.
Shoot him before.
Casualty. Allied forces. Allied forces have engaged. Sensors activated. Allied forces have engaged. Power.
Right behind you.
Following!
We've been spotted.
Casualty. Regarding power, backup systems engaged.
Stop right there!
Fraza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work
Good
together.
idea. You'll need 2 teams
Now
to
we're working with Cerberus.
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear
Your
you
people really don't like Cerberus.
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried
That's
to...
not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens... Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
We've been spotted!
Battery systems engaged.
Yes!
Use overload on it.
Here we go! There we go! Nice! We should have expected this.
Come on, we can still catch them.
They did want to get to Vito first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point. Taking cover!
Grabbing cover! Take... Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down. Get hot.
We can use this.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of swarms. You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything. Monsters coming back.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs will protect. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his envirosuit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
That sounds dangerous.
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Caden Alenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprising.
Where's Erdnot
He
Rex?
returned to Tuchanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan.
What about Tali? She already
That
had
was
something.
unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Liara T'Soni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If
Okay,
so,
I get it. They're not
You're
available.
a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can
If
get
you
the
think you could convince them, but just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Mordin Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me
I'm
what
giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you.
All right. What's the
I
other
found a pilot I think you might like. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night. It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Welcome aboard the New Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss
Please,
Chambers.
call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Do you have a moment
I
to
always
talk?
have time for you, Commander.
What are your
I'll
responsibilities?
keep you notified of any message. If any of the crew has important business to
Isn't that the
discuss.
type of task better
Yes,
suited?
but being your yeoman is just my official role. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly
You make
tense.
sure the crew's mental health is
Yes.
sound?
I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full
We're lucky to have someone
Thank
with
you.
your skill.
What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation.
Not at all. Our methods can be hard. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives.
Sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put human
Cerberus
power.
looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar.
That's a very positive
What
attitude.
can I say? Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about being
I was
assigned?
handpicked by the elusive. How do I feel? But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
I might do more than catch you.
Now that? Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware.
Reproduction is not
and
intended.
there's the downside.
It's
I like
not the
them
same, Joker. There's nothing new
There's
with you.
us. You'll see.
I hope so.
God, you're such a downer.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more
Do you
about
have a
how are you
specific-
getting along with
Mr.
Joker?
Moreau.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI.
EDI.
Why are you named
EDI is the phonetic. My core intelligence. I serve additional functions which are restricted. Once on the defense, I manage normal.
Sounds incredibly
This
useful.
is a
Well, it might
role.
have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilizations, but
He has invested.
The elusive
he has
man had
invested most of. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are
Let's
met-
discuss
ready.
something else. I want to know more about
Much
the
of that
people.
data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
What sort of resources does Cerberus
I have a block that prevents me from answering that
What do you
question.
mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, in this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering.
How did Cerberus
I have a
replicate?
block that prevents me from answering that question.
How is Cerberus
Cerberus is organized. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called.
Let's discuss
Ready.
something else. I want to know more
Much
about
of that data is classified. Each cell's agents are led by a
So
single.
how many
I have a
operations?
block that prevents me from answering that.
Let's discuss
Ready.
something else. What's this area
This
of
is the
ship?
bridge where the navigator plots.
yeah,
up-
sitting right here. Thanks,
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Commander.
I assume everything is
I really
going
want a
well.
chance to put the Normandy through.
Safety
a pace.
standards
Commander, can we
advise-
shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day.
I'm no fan either, but we're
Until
stuck.
I find a
no
solid-
sabotage.
Yeah, don't
I
break the
assume
boss.
everything is going well up here.
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but
So, how do you
Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade.
What do you think about
Well,
the people?
I would never say anything against Miranda. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Ever think about the old Normandy?
We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but...
What happened to the rest of
Almost
you?
did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really... I want to say that working with you is a great It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original
Maybe.
Normandy.
That's been the condition for my service so far.
What has Cerberus done to make
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
I look forward to working with
Likewise,
you.
Commander. Commander, can I help you with something? Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
How are we doing?
Probably the same. Anything else, Commander?
What do you think of this?
We don't have a full... Anything else, Commander?
I understand you made quite an...
Say that the whole thing was hushed like they're good at doing. But I know...
We'll talk
Commander.
later. What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTA. In addition to... This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the com.
Why aren't these used
Each
everywhere?
quantum pair costs... In addition to the to contact 100 different worlds.
I've never heard of it.
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, if we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the elusive man's.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard. A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
What's this area of the ship? What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my
I'm
crew.
Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power
That's
control.
Engineer Gabrielle.
What can we do for you,
Carry on.
Commander? Will do, Commander. What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it
Kenneth,
didn't take...
you're complaining.
What kind of problems
When
are
they
you having?
upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer
Kenneth,
system.
you're boring. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each
Why
day.
isn't something like that already
It's
installed?
probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
How did you wind up with Cerberus? Ken?
Once you... I was very...
That's an
But it
understatement.
got me noticed by the
Are you
elusive...
set up okay? Are you set up okay down here?
Anything else?
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel.
After you died,
They discounted.
which was bullshit.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags.
How did you end up with Cerberus?
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state of the art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
My family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship. The port observation deck is access to life support is restricted. The starboard observation deck is closed until needed.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
You have
I
everything you
make
need.
do, but have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provision? Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves if I had some quality ingredients. Oh, shit. You've got more
If
to
I head that
much
way, I'll-
appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare. Anything else you'd like to talk about? HVAC? Plumbing? Not this. Through the. It'll take good old human. But I'll do whatever it takes to.
I won't take any
back
more.
to work.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns... So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus?
The advancement of the human race. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments.
Nobody. We're privately funded, but he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Are you military or...
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military... We keep our ranks and structures similar to... But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy.
What kind of resources does Cerberus
We're very
have?
well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the Elusive Man. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding... and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard.
What can you tell me about the
Not
Elusive?
much that you don't already know. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know
I
so
didn't
little
get to
about
where
it?
I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Tell me about yourself,
Oh, I
Miranda.
guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the Elusive Man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and... well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe. But I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my... abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need. Commander, what can
I'll
I
let
do?
you work.
Of course, Commander. Commander, what can I do for you?
Anything I should know regarding
The
the
crew's
Normandy?
working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specification.
What exactly are
I'm the
your
Elusive Man's agent. You're his most important Aside from that, I send There's a lot to do, Shepard. Of course, Commander.
The gunnery officer is required to access the gunnery control station.
What's this area of the ship?
The sick bay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. Access to the AI core is restricted.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you
Shocked.
alive.
You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising. Even the kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome
You have
back.
everything you need.
I believe so. This medical, only thing missing are my I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special...
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive. And we have much... I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center.
Colonial military life isn't
I've
for
spent... Life planet side is just too static.
You're not the Cerberus.
I have faith that your dealings with... I've lived a full life. No
I'll see you later,
Commander.
what's this area of the ship? That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard. A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Probe away. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics. Probe away. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment. Probe away. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away. Until we have a solution in place, we cannot utilize the Omega-4 relay. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away. In research projects, Element Zero is used for BioAmp and Omni-Tool upgrades, which allow squad members who have biotic and tech powers to be much more effective. Launching probe. Probe launched. Anomaly detected. Probe away. Probe away. Scans have found something.
but I hope I didn't come across as too flirty. I don't want to overstep.
You're very charming.
Thank you. Anyway,
Is there anything I should know?
you have unread messages. Anything else, Commander?
Is there anything I should
You
know?
have anything else, Commander?
Do you have a
I
moment
always
to
have
talk?
time for you, Commander. Okay. Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Only half our fuel remains.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the ones. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to
That's
do.
what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me.
Ronnie, you were expecting you. What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around. You want to talk? Talk to Aria.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Don't fuck with Aria.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and if you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the Mercs realize you're here to help him.
So,
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it mundane things you can find yourself. Just don't waste my time.
tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as... I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. Short answer, mind your own damn business.
One scan and we're straight to business? People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but...
I'm looking for Morton Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morton. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in.
Thanks for the information.
Yes. Just try not to...
Commander Shepard? I'm Helena Blake. We met at... You removed 2 criminal warlords from power and persuaded
What
me...
brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal,
Oh,
always...
no, Commander. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social
That seems like a hopeless job in a place
Quite
like
the
that.
opposite, actually. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one
That's
understand. Noble? No. It's just that someone can... You convinced me that I could use my contacts and skills
Well,
for...
I'm glad
Thank
to hear
you.
you're keeping...
This is all to your credit, Commander.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
Need companionship, but want something more than a one-night arrangement? We're here to help.
Freedom's progress has been attacked by unknown sources, marking yet another in the chronicle of the humans' failure to defend their own colonies. The Alliance has dispatched aid and transport vessels in an effort to ease the
Say something, Commander.
What's going on here?
You ought to be all right. Just take her easy. Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
Humans aren't welcome at Afterlife?
It's just that one Batarian bartender. He's got a stick up his ass about a bunch of Batarians that died a while back. No one does a thing about it, though. Humans ain't exactly held in high regard around here.
That bartender tried to poison me?
Tried is the word. As far as I know, you're the first human to survive it. Me and my friend Jake went there to celebrate our new shipping business. He got real drunk, and an hour later he was puking blood.
Duly noted. Let's get back to work.
Be careful out there.
Human, tell Captain Gaborn we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gaborn. Why would I tell him anything?
I trust you. tell Gabon we know his tricks.
There seem to be a lot of good talking.
No more talk.
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want to. No. Omega has worked this way for...
Hello there. Might every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make it
Well,
arrange.
you seem like a decent...
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something
What
to
brought
you.
a nice kid like
You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high.
How much do you need to get
still,
off of?
This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
Here you go. 1,000 credits.
I'm going to buy my ticket right now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Aria,
I'll keep that in mind.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. And
No one said you could. I've done my... I said, tried to leave me on a chase. This mission...
What's your real...
This mission doesn't sound like...
No. I guess...
Seems he recently capped. I'll be locked and loaded.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me.
What are you looking at?
I'm just passing
Keep
through.
walking. What are you looking at? I'm busy.
Depends. But you need more. Don't. So,
I'm trying to track
you
down.
and half. Everything he does pisses someone off. That's assuming you can get to him. They're using a private room. He's reckless.
What can you tell me about
He's
him?
reckless, and unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other.
Do you hate
I don't.
Arcane?
For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other. See if you still feel that way when the mercs. Just don't waste my time. I have many friends. Whatever you need will come out in it. I always liked more. If you really need to find him,
You want to talk? Talk to Aria. Who's next? You three look like you could do some damage. Looking for a good fight?
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when you'll need your own weapons and armor. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns. Any questions?
Why are the mercs
You haven't been on Omega. He does everything he can to screw with us. Shipments go missing. Tarek and the other bosses are tired of losing credits.
Is he a heavy hitter? How many merc bosses?
Yeah. Jarrett's leading. Tarek's in charge, but last I heard they were putting... Besides...
Seems like a lot of
He
trouble.
had a whole... But he's planned for an attack like this.
It's gonna be tough to get to him.
Like, if we just keep throwing fighters at him, we'll get him at
Where's the attack taking
Archangel's base of operations. I can't tell you exactly where you're going, but just send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
You look a little young to be freelancing.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol, and I want to use it.
Get your money back.
Hey, Woody!
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Commander Shepard, you removed 2 criminal.
What brings you to
I find this. You convinced me to turn my life around. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one You convinced me that
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
Protesters have again attempted to extinguish the Shepard Memorial flame on Torfin. Authorities issued warnings, but Admiral Hackett asked that no arrests be made.
Say something, Commander.
Looks like you broke the first rule of them. No one does a thing about it. Me and my friend Jake went...
I don't know, Captain. I don't know. Good talking.
No more talk. This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want...
Hello, that every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make it.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least
What brought a
my
nice deal like
pilgrimage. Well, money, you can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off
Why
this.
does Harrod control your
Harrod made me swear not to undercut it, no matter what. He was here for... Well, no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
I could go talk to Harrod for you.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to let... His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do...
Why does Harrod control it?
No one will buy...
How much do you need to
Still
get
need 1,000. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk.
I'll take it.
I might have something here for humans.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can?
I can't compete. I'll do what I can. But don't tell anyone. You're back. You must have seen something you like.
To the kinky. With Katanos relationships, you never have to compromise your vision of what your love should be. Sources say that the Asari Shaira, more commonly known as the Consort, may be leaving the Citadel after years of bad press and rumors of intelligence leaks. Charles Saraceno, leader of the Terra Firma Party and former Alliance Parliament candidate, has pled guilty to tax evasion. He is in custody pending sentencing. Commander Shepard, he uncovered Saren's plan, defeated the Geth army, and died in the final days of the fight.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human.
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, with pride. My prices are the
Tell me
lowest.
about your deal with the
Suspicious. If I had made such accusatory, I don't understand how it
What
is
if you and I make a deal? You let him set his own prices?
with barely contained terror.
I haven't even started.
Resignation, conciliatory, to show there is no ill will. I offer you a discount on
What kinds of things
rent
do you sell?
with pride,
I have things to do.
courteously. Have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
Testimony by an apparent Cerberus scientist, a researcher known only as Dr. Wayne, has been promised immunity and has suggested Cerberus may also be tied to the death of Admiral Kohoku several years ago. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams, who died fighting Saren on Vermeer, was posthumously awarded a Solarian Silver Dagger and the Turian Nova Cluster. Williams served proudly with non-human crew members and was once heard to say, "Human or alien, we're all just animals." She is the first Alliance soldier to receive either award.
The hunt is on for Omega's public enemy #1, and this time, there is no escape. Our crews from all over the Terminus systems are recruiting for assaults on the notorious
Kent, humans are a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. You, and you, and you. Kent, end is not.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out.
You can't keep me out. I live in there.
I'm doing you a favor, lady. If you go in, the guards will cut you down.
You can't do this. Everything I own is in that apartment.
I told you to get lost, lady.
I'm
Plague
human, you ass. Humans can't
This
get...
thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
So you're saying the slums are completely
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes.
You can't keep me out.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be
I
dead.
didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement.
Fresh off the transport, huh? Aria, she's got her little blue hand. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine
There's a
zone.
Solarian named Morton Solus in the slums.
The
I've gotta
doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morton's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. then go in and clean up.
Any idea where I
Not
can
a
find...
clue. What do you care?
Tell me more about this
This
plague.
affects an airborne disease that takes down multiple races.
Who are the Blue Suns?
Now, just one more reason you don't want to go in there.
I didn't
Right.
think diseases...
And seeing as how humans are immune to the plague and doing a fair bit of looting, a lot of people...
I'm not looking for a fight, but
I'm not stopping you. Just know that the quarantine...
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them?
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
Fortunately, humans are.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out.
You can't keep me out. I live in there.
End is not.
Soldiers for their efforts in repelling Saren's invasion 2 years ago.
The Verlet Consortium is going ahead with its plans to sue the Citadel Council to remove unfair limits on the intergalactic slave trade. The Verlet looks
You spoke to him. At this rate, I'll be off the station in no time.
Take care of yourself.
You too.